All right, everybody. Good evening. And once again, welcome to the VSpeed Contender Series brought to you by NEPA Towing and Recovery, FRT Motorsports, Butt Kicker, and as always, sponsored by Nitro. All right, this week takes us to the short track of Iowa Speedway. Now, Iowa's a little track, not too big. Been around for a little bit. Mostly trucks, some Xfinity, late models, ARCA, things like that. So we'll get a little bit of short track racing for these trucks tonight, for the most part. So it should be an interesting night. Now, last week, we had a pretty decent race. It was Stephen Massey once again that was actually able to pull off another win. Now, of course, we were racing Talladega. Anything can happen at Talladega. But in the end, it was Stephen that was able to hold off the hard charge and Adam Newton and Hunter Kent. Finishing respectively. Bernard Persons in fourth, Jeffrey Price in fifth, Russ Bovair in sixth, Rachel Hunt, Phil Gary, and DeMarco Starks, Travis Orwick. So of course we had a couple wrecks, right, Cody? And it kind of
made them like 7-ish, I believe, and after that, because there was no caution, it split the field up. And normally you can't always say Talladega is an entertaining race, but those last few laps, it was amazing.
Yeah, they raced really well with each other. Probably one of the best super speedway races that I've seen in a very long time. So that was actually fun to watch. So of course, after last week, let's check out these points here. Let's see where the points line up currently. All right. So after last week, it's still Mr. Hunter Kent out front with a pretty commanding lead over Stephen Massey. Now, mathematically, it's possible for Stephen to catch Hunter, but I kind of think it would take a whole lot of bad luck and for a Hunter and a whole lot of good luck for Stephen Massey. But you never know. Anything is possible. So Ryan Lang's still in third, Aaron Bruce in fourth, O'Bear in fifth, Crusader in sixth, Doucette in seventh, Doc in eighth, Hunt in ninth, and Brian Helm round out the top 10. So we're kind of sad tonight for a little bit, but we're going to have a special announcement here. But before we do, let's get Doc up here in the booth. So we all together. Mr. Doc Stout, Jim and Cody up in the booth, man. Doc, you there? Doc may have run to the little boys' room, so we'll give him a minute to get back here. So a little bit about tonight. Coming into this, of course, with that little bit of a point lead, so Hunter Kent definitely going to be probably racing defense, but if I know him, he's going to be racing to win.
He's always going to race to win. I've never seen him not try to do anything possible. Like even last week, he knew he was a sitting duck because no one would possibly help him, and he tried for a bit, but then realized he couldn't do anything at that point, so he just pushed Massey to the win.
Yep. Now, as normal, he's at the top of the speed charts currently, so he's definitely not going to try to win this championship laying down, that's for sure. Looks like Bernard Persons got a little bit of speed tonight, so maybe he can step in and be a spoiler tonight. Good to see somebody else win. But it looks like Hunter and Steven have just had everybody's number this season.
I'm going to have to go with Adam Newton tonight. Someone's going to have to let me know how that goes, though.
Right?
Yep.
Dean Doucette's done come up there. So I tell you what, man, those Screaming Eagle guys have come in here and done an amazing job this season. Those guys have been up in the top 10 in points all season long. They've been up in the top 10 of almost every race. Been very, very stout as far as what they brought this season. So it's been refreshing to see new blood come in and make these guys step up their game and make sure that they take care of everything. Mr. Doc, you back yet?
Huh. He's
still going.
He is.
Yeah, that's something he had. All right. Well, let's kind of go over a couple things. So,
did you put him down in his channel, or did he leave on his own?
He may have.
You might want to see.
Mr. Doc, you there, buddy?
Doc.
Doc, can you hear us? We are having a technical.
I'll be right back for a minute.
Okay.
I'm back.
Mr. Doc.
I don't know what's going on with Discord right now, but I couldn't hear anyone else in the other channels either.
Weird. Let me go see. Mr. Doc, you there? Wow, they're not hearing us? Not really sure what's going on here.
What's up?
Weird.
I hear you.
Okay, so Dot, have you guys heard Dot?
I do not hear Doc. It's probably part of his chat ban.
Well, I should be able to hear him in Discord though.
No, I chat banned him.
Oh, did you?
No,
Is
I
Doc
didn't.
not here?
I don't know. All right, Cody, I guess we'll just have to do this on our
Yeah.
own.
No, he did text me, but yeah, I can't hear him.
All right, then. All right, Cody, let's go back. All right, well,
Okay.
Since we're unable to get Doc up in the booth with us, well, I guess we'll just kind of roll this on our own. So Cody has an announcement.
Yes, I'm unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunate. I'm basically tonight, I'm not broadcasting with you. I think tonight might be my last night. We'll see how everything goes next week, because my wife and I have had our first kid as of on Monday, and just with obviously having a newborn, it's not easy to just do everything as it usually is. So some things had to take a back burner, and as much as I love doing this and hanging out with Jim every week, I have to step away. So I just wanted to let anyone that's listening know that that's why I'm not here. It's unfortunate in a sense, but it's for a good cause.
Well, it is. So we all know, all of us that are already parents know that that's a very daunting task and very exhausting task, and especially when you have to work and take care of a new baby. Plus the excitement. It's always exciting having a new baby, especially if it's your first. So we
It
definitely,
definitely is my first.
yep, so we definitely congratulate you there. We'll miss you. You always have a spot here. I appreciate all the help that you provided me throughout these seasons.
I enjoyed being here. I didn't think I'd like doing the announcing when I first started, but it was fun. And I want to just thank Doc for giving this opportunity to me as well. So unfortunately, he's not here at the moment, but
Right.
I just wanted to say goodbye. That's basically it.
Well, again, we appreciate the heads up and all of that stuff, man. You take care of yourself, you take care of that newborn baby, and you take care of mama. And we'll keep on keeping on here, and everything will be just fine.
You'll see me back again.
Oh, I'm sure we will, buddy.
Okay. You guys have a good night and good luck.
All right, buddy. Well, there you go,
Yep.
New dad Cody. We'll see you when you get a chance, buddy.
Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
man. Have a good one. All right. Well, there you have it. Cody is going to be taking a sabbatical to take care of that new baby, so we definitely congratulate him on that. I hope that him and his family have a great time and enjoy that newborn baby. I know they have fun. I've got a grandson that is about to light him up. I get it. All right, so back to the track here. Now, it looks like those Screaming Eagle guys done come with a little bit of speed tonight. Bernard Persons and Seth both jumped up the top of the speed chart here. So it's very possible we may have us a new winner here. We definitely don't count out Hunter Kent. He's going to go down swinging no matter which track he's at. So it should be a good race. Steven Massey's up there with some speed. He's always going to be fast. Looks like Ryan, he's been having some not so great luck here toward the end of the season here. Going into the night's race. Next week's the last race. Next week we'll go into Phoenix for the championship. So, bearing any crazy stuff, it's more than likely Hunter Kent may go ahead and lock that championship up tonight. Now, when I was talking earlier, I was talking about the different cars that run here. Kind of got stopped, but other cars run here too. Now, as far as speed, like we always do, Chandler Smith's got the fastest truck, the fastest lap with the trucks. That was actually done in 2019 during the M&M's 200 when we run for Toyota. You had ARCA Menard Series. This year, the fastest lap was none other than Brendan Queen, this year's ARCA Menard champion, and next year going to be driving one of the Colleague Dodge trucks. Several of us here follow Butterbean's career. Mr. Andre Greer, one of our good friends and sponsors, actually Butterbean raced for him. So we have some ties to the current ARCA champion. Now the Xfinity car, once again, Chandler Smith. Done in the 2024 Hy-Vee Perks 250 when he was running for Joe Gibbs last year. And the Cup is Alex Bowman. 2015 Iowa Corn 350. All right, so looks like qualifying has started. Currently following Mr. Dean Doucette here. Dean's currently fourth in points, so it's very possible he may have a good day. He may be able to put himself in the top 3 in points. Mr. Bobby Terrell. Got him another new paint job tonight. Like the Joker paint job tonight. Half white, half black. That's kind of cool looking. Mr. Jason Holsworth making his lap. Mr. Joe Zeta. Like Joe may have him a new paint job. Bernard Persons. Bernard's been running with those Screaming Eagle guys. Dean Doucette, and of course Hunter Kent up there in third. And Darren Bruce in fourth. Almost all of the top 4 for the Screaming Eagle guys. Definitely brought some speed this week to Iowa. Mr. Ron Thompson on the track now. Of course, Mr. Ron was past champion. He's up top 10 in points as well. Rachel Hunt with a little bit of speed tonight too, in the 7th spot. Bad sporting that 5-star body logo. There you have it. But tonight we'll have 22 trucks. Looks like it's going to be Bernard Persons starting on the pole. And teammate Dean Doucette starting on the outside. So as always, they have a quick driver's meeting. Sam will go over all the rules once more, make sure that everybody's on the same page, and then we will run a few warm-up laps to get those last-minute tweaks in, and then we shall go greens. While we're waiting on them, as always, we will give a shout-out to the people that allow us to do this every week, and that is our sponsors. Start out with Mr. Joe Zader for NEPA Towing and Recovery. All the drivers back on the track now, riding with our pole sitter, Mr. Bernard Persons. Bernard's been putting up another good season this year. Kind of came into his own last season and started getting some good top tens. This season, definitely put a little more work in there. I don't think his position in the points really show what a great job he's done so far this season. He's gotten caught up in bad situations, unwilling of his own, so unfortunately those definitely affect points. If he shows back up next season, I think he's going to be somebody that's going to be hard to run with. Of course, Stephen Massey's been playing catch up. He's had an amazing season. 6 wins. Stephen Massey fan club in the chat on YouTube. Always good to see those guys. They blew the chat up last week. That was awesome. Red flag is out for practice to be over. And so we're going to line these drivers up We're going to get some racing done. Like Mr. Hunter got him a new paint. I know he said something about that the other night when we were talking with him. Tonight we're going to have Mr. Bernard Persons on the pole. Great job for him. Mr. Dean Doucette on the outside. Mr. Hunter Kent's going to be starting third. Aaron Bruce in fourth. Brian Hellman fifth. Bobby Terrell in sixth. Rachel Hunt in seventh. Matt Smithers in eighth. Joe Zader in ninth. Jason Holdsworth in 10th. Ryan in 11th. Travis Orr in 12th. Jimmy Babb in 13th. Eva Massey in 14th. Timmy Logwood at 15th. Doc Stout in 16th. Ron Thompson in 17th. Gary May in 18th. Ricky Williams in 19th. Marco Starks in 20th. Doug Chappelle in 22nd or 21st. Jeffrey Price in 22nd. All right, Chevrolet Pace Truck's bringing them around. Lights are off on the Pace Truck. He should dip off the track here, and we should get ready to go green. Oh, one more lap. I apologize. Mr. Hunter Kent, Jim up in the booth. How you doing, man? He got his mic muted tonight. We'll move him back down. He's getting ready to start. All right. Now the lights are off on the Pace Truck. Pace Truck brings them around 3 and 4. Should dip into the pits. Right, off goes the Pace Truck. Boogity, boogity, boogie. We are live at Iowa Motor Speedway. Looks like Bernard gets a pretty good start there. Another kid's going to try to take advantage of that bottom line and try to sneak up into the second, but quite going to be able to keep himself on the outside. Nice clean start. Bernard Persons will lead that first lap. Easy set. I really like that line. He's running, I think, taking a little bit of tire wear there. So we'll see how that plays out on the long run. Like Brian Helm up in the push. Brian's been up and down this season, but he's still got a good solid top 10 points. Aaron Bruce back here. Another really good season for him. Terrell right behind him. Matt Smithers is another one that's just getting his sea legs here with the first season. He's another one of those screaming eagle guys. So he comes back next season. I think he's going to be another one of those trucks that runs the truck. Back here in 8th, and 3rd place in points currently. Right there with him. Trying to play catch up to see if he can catch why we mentioned Stephen Massey right behind Ryan. Jason can have a good night tonight. Unfortunately, he's one of those people that attracts everybody else's stuff, so hopefully he can get a good run. It's Timmy Longwood behind them. Doc Stout running right there with him. It's a Marco Star. It's Rachel Hunter. Travis Orwell running tonight. Doing a great job. Jeffrey Price right there. Doug Chappelle. Mr. Ricky Williams running that AC Delco paint scheme that I like. What happened? Mr. Ron Thompson right here at the end. Meanwhile, back up front, looks like Bernard Persons kind of starting to put a gap on set now. Hunter Kent still holding his third spot there. While these guys are being nice, we'll go ahead and give a little shout out to our good friend Mr. Andre Greer. We go side by side with FRT Motorsports. As always, we love our sponsors. They've been amazing to us over the seasons. We do appreciate their support. Now, I do have to give an apology tonight. Apparently, for whatever reason, when there were updates to the program that I used to stream, not sure what happened. I guess apparently our audio settings changed. We had some inappropriate language at the beginning of the stream before the race started. I do want to apologize for that. That's not who we are. So please accept our sincere apologies for the language. We know this is definitely supposed to be a kid-friendly event. We realize that. We appreciate getting the runners involved. So just know that we do sincerely apologize for the problem. I did remove the video. I'm going to edit the race because it was an excellent race, and I'll re-upload it to the channel for people to be able to watch it. Meanwhile, while I was apologizing for my dumb mistakes, Mr. Hunter Kent was able to get around the new set for that second spot. Now has his sights set on Bernard Persons. looks like everybody's kind of spread out a little bit here. This track kind of does this. Everybody's got a little bit of space between them. Of course, as we go through in the run and different tire wear and strategies come into play. I'm sure we'll see some of these trucks bunch back up. Looks like Ryan Laddie's been able to get up into the 7th spot there. Stephen Massey right behind him. Of course, Ryan's praying for Stephen to have a bad night. So try to get back up into that 2nd spot of points. We got Jason Holsworth, Joe Bader, Matt Smithers all running right here together. That's probably about our closest pack currently. Keeping that gap on 2nd place, Hunter Kent can't seem to break that 0.8 gap that he has there. But definitely got that truck on rails tonight. Seems weird Cody not being here. I'm so used to bouncing stuff off of him. But hopefully he'll return later in the season. Well, actually, next week's our last race. So hopefully he'll be back next season once we start. We'll be able to continue to provide you guys with a pretty decent show. Here in the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th spot. We'll have Ryan, Steven, Jason Holsworth. Looks like Joe Zader's kind of coming into the picture now. Ooh, like Stephen Massey got a little loose coming off the corner there and kind of tapped the wall. It's going to allow Jason Holsworth to get a good run on the outside there and get around it. He's fighting back there. He's definitely not going to give up that spot if he don't have to. fighting back hard. Back here with Joe Zader, we got DeMarco Starks coming into the picture. Got a good running going so far tonight. Like Joe got a little loose coming out of the corner there. Logwood's got a good run going on tonight. He's up in the 13th spot there. Knox right behind him. Still out front. Bernard Person showing the way. Hunter Kent. And second spot there. Still about 8/10 back. Got one car lap down, working on a couple more coming up here. Bernard's setting a pretty blistering pace here. Definitely came to race tonight. Really good to see another truck doing really well. Looks like Jason Holzer was able to get around Ryan Lang too. Matt Smithers was able to get around Stephen Massey, so I don't know if he got a little bit of damage when he kind of tagged the wall there a little while ago. I'm sure he will work on that during the pit stop. Matt Smithers trying to get around Ryan Lang now. Pretty good little exchange of racing going on here. Joe Zader's catching up again. Apparently this is the best racing on the track for these guys. At each other for many laps. Putting past champion Ron Thompson a lap down. Now, in the meantime, it looks like Hunter Kent's kind of picked up a little bit of ground. I think Hunter may have been saving a little bit of tire there. Oh, wow, that almost turned out bad for him, caused him to lose a little bit of track position there. Oh, Ron Thompson going around. I don't know if that's going to bring out a caution. Maybe, maybe not. Looks like they stay green. I have to say, I am impressed with Bernard Persson tonight. I think I picked him earlier in the season to win a couple races. Hunter Kent's battling back. Getting up behind Ron Thompson there. Cost him about half a second. He's knocked it back down to less than a second again now. Everybody's kind of spread out. It looks like Joe Zayden's caught up to Stephen Massey now. All these guys are loosey-goosey right now. They got 50 laps on these tires. They've been running hard, so I'm sure these things are a handful. Looks like DeMarco Stark is going to try to put the move on Joe Zader here. Trucks look like they are a handful right now. The track's a little over 3/4 of a mile, so I'm sure they could get 70+ laps out of here. But I am not sure these tires are going to run that long. So we'll see if people try to do it in one stop, or if we start to see some pit stops here shortly. Watch these trucks two-stop. There's about a 2-second fall off from the start of the race to now. Bernard Persson is feeling like this last lap was right at 24 seconds. He started on the pole at 22:50. About a second and a half fall off on his tires. Not sure you can really make that up. 30+ laps. So probably a good call, but they're probably going to try to just do this in one stop. Second on second place. Brian Helm is going to move up into the third spot. A really good run for Brian tonight. Looks like 5 truckers is all but a handful. You see Dean sideways coming out of the corner like it was dirt tracking. Darren Bruce is right behind him. Matt Smithers has done moved up into the 6th spot. A really good run for him. Bobby Terrell behind him. Spot. Massive out there in the 9th spot. Marco Starks trying to challenge Steve. Marco in 10th, those 8 and 11. Doc coming into this picture right now. 12. That's Rachel Hunt. 13. Mason Holsworth at 14. Mr. Ricky Williams in 15th here. Travis Orwick, he's in the pits. Thompson's off the track. Doug Chappelle's off the track. And Longwood's off the track. Gary Price is off the track. There's Mr. Jimmy Badd. Still going on personally. Look here. Who comes? Mr. Hunter Kent knocked that 1 second lead down to about 3/10. Right, so it looks like the caution is out. Looks like I'll be honest with you, I can't find it. The program that I normally use. Alright, so this will bring everybody to pit road. I'm sure there's some happy people about that. Looks like Hunter Kent's going to win the race off of pit road. That's probably going to be a pretty big deal how the rest of this race plays out. Now Hunter's going to control the start here. And of course Travis Orwick, he had just come in prior to the caution. He's going to take it away from him. Like some Somebody, I think, just blew up. May have been Gary May. So, first caution of the night, lap 66, 65. That'll get the field bunch back up. We'll see how Bernard's going to be able to handle now being in that dirty air. I know Dean Doucette was happy to see that caution, because I know his truck was an absolute handful. It looks like that accident may have been second place in points, Mr. Stephen Massey. Once they get started here, maybe I'll go back and see if I can find that and see if that's what happened. He struck his off. Mr. Hunter Kent's going to lead him to the green. All right. And Hunter gets an amazing start. Looks like Bernard was kind of sleeping on the start there a little bit. That allowed Hunter to just get a big gap right off the bat there. Teammate Doucette able to fall in behind Bernard. Ryan Helm and the other teammate Darren Bruce right there with him. Looks like Ryan Langford got back up there now. He's back up into the 6th spot. I know he's likely seeing Steven a lap down currently. Speaking of that, let's find out what happened to Steven. All right, so right along with him here. Coming out 3 there. Looks like Gary May just kind of slid up the track and got into him. I'm sure that wasn't a very popular thing to happen right there. But sad to see that. At least now we know what happened. Back up front, Hunter Kent. Bernard Persons is putting the pressure on him. Trying to make Hunter overdrive his truck here and get some more wear out of those tires. looks like Hunter's able to put a little bit of distance between him and Bernhard now. And I'm sure at this point he'll just try to manage that gap. Now, the one thing about it is I'm not sure if they can make it to the end. So they may have to do one more stop. Maybe. Let's see how that plays out. Well, they can make it on fuel. Whether they can make it on tires is going to be the key. We're already seeing how much of a handful these trucks were after 65 laps. I can't imagine with 70 plus laps. Looks like we have a little battle in the back here. We got Rachel, DeMarco, Doc, Travis Orwick, Gary May. All of these drivers right here close together. Squirrely right there in front of Gary May. That almost is bad. Jason Holzer up here trying to get around Bobby Terrell. That's the 8th and 9th spot. Looks like Hunter Kent picked up where Bernard Person left off after that first round. Hunter is definitely put a gap on him of about a second and a half. And Brian Helms back up into the 3rd spot. Really good run for Brian tonight. Dean Doucette in 4th. Ryan Langston made his way up into the 5th spot here. He's definitely going to make up some points on Stephen Massey, unless we have another caution and Stephen's able to get that lap back. He is the first truck a lap down, and he would get the lucky Noah unless he brings out the caution. Again, Mr. Matt Smith having a great run tonight. I think he's one of those only Screaming Eagle guys driving a Chevrolet. All them other guys are driving Fords. So I got to root for Matt. His teammate Darren Bruce right behind him, and then Bobby Terrell. I think Bobby's a part of that group as well. There's Jason Holsworth. Joe Zader rounds out the top 10 here. Steven right behind him there, but of course Steven's a lap down. It's Rachel Hunt in 11. She's got to pretty decent run going. Doc's running up. But he's going to have another good points day. Mr. Hunter Kent has set. He has got almost 3 seconds on second place Bernard Persons. I don't know what kind of adjustments he did on that pit stop, but he has set sail. Plans to win this championship by continuing what he's done all season long, and that's win races. While these guys are being nice, let's give one more shout out to our sponsors. Go side by side with NEPA Towing and Recovery. Joe's been a staple of this series for a while. Stepped up into that title sponsor role last season, I believe. We definitely appreciate Joe's NEPA Tow and Recovery support. Once again, everybody's kind of strung out. I don't really see much racing. Ryan Lang's caught up to Matt Smithers here, trying to take over that fifth spot. Definitely trying to gain as many points as he can. Potentially get up there and lead a lap to gain a point, and then finish considerably in front of him. That would definitely make up some of those points. Currently, Steven's at 14, Ryan's at 6, so he's not going to really make up that much unless he can gain some more positions. caution is out. So what are we going on here? That one snuck up on me. I don't even see. Well, that'll definitely change the perspective of the race now, because now Steven Mass is going to be able to get that lap back. Into his box here. 4 tires and some fresh Sunoco racing fuel. Like he's got a good stop going on here, so he should win this race off pit road. Like Ryan Helmut's an amazing stop as well. But I think Dean Doucette's going to actually beat him on pit road. I apologize that I do not see what caused that caution. Looks like Gary may opt to wave around. Truck a lap down. He should get that lap back here, and that'll put 15 trucks into the lap. So it looks like they opt for the outside. Steven Massey's 13th spot, back on the lead lap. We'll see how long it takes him to get back towards the front here to try to cut into that point deficit he has on Ryan. All right, green flag is out, and Mr. Hunter Kent is set sail once again. Making it lead with 44 to go. Up into that third spot. Hard on the outside here. Matt Smithers trying to fight for that fourth spot. Stevens now got his lap back. He don't really have a cushion in him. He needs to try to get as many positions as he can. It's like Brian Helm was able to finally hold out and get around. Right behind Ryan Lang, we have Mr. Joe Zader. Great run from him. Bobby Terrell. Look who we got here. Doc got him a nice solid top 10 going on. Steven Massey right behind him. Picked up 2 spots from the start. Out front, Mr. Hunter Kent starting to put the Gapplebees on that second place. Our persons. To go. Definitely have plenty of tire and plenty of fuel. There should be no reason to stop unless there's another caution. Matt Smithers is going backwards fast. I don't know what happened to him. Looks like he scraped the wall there a little bit. He's got out of the rhythm. He's already tip down. Steven Massey's got pass. Bobby Terrell's trying to get around Joe Zader. 6 and 7. Around Iowa with our leader, Mr. Hunter Kent. Nice lead corner through the corner there. Nice arc entry. Right down on that white line. That's how you do it. That's the last lap of Iowa. Our leader, Mr. Hunter Kent. All right, one more time, let's give a big shout out to our friend, Mr. Andre Greer, side by side with FRT Motorsports. Mr. Andre, I know you're usually watching. Sir, since Cody's not going to be with us last week, I would be greatly appreciative if you would come up in the booth with me next week so we can call this last race and crown the champion. Still Mr. Hunter Kent. Almost a 2-second lead over second place Mr. Bernard Persson and teammate Dean Doucette. Third place in points, Ryan Lang still hanging on to that fifth spot. Stephen Massey's done moved up in the ninth. Got around Doc for that ninth position. Definitely minimizing the points that Ryan's able to gain on him tonight. It's definitely not helping him in his chase for the championship. Glad to see Jason with a good run going tonight. Holding on to that 10th spot there. Looks like he may be challenging Steven here for that 9th spot here in a moment. Looks like Jose is trying to creep up on Bobby Terrell trying to make that pass. So it's like there's 4 tires or 8 tires are better than 4. Oh, looks like Bobby's going to go around. Out of caution. It does not. Like Bobby was able to continue. I'm sure Bobby's not going to be too happy about that. What that did do, moved Stephen Massey up to the 8th spot. Now he's only 2 spots back from Ryan. Aaron Bruce trying to get around Joe now. That 52 truck is just on rails. He's got almost a 3-second lead now. And just continuing to pull away. 18 laps to go. Now, Little Birdie told me that Mr. Hunter Kent may have an announcement after this. So, tune in to the final broadcast next week of the season. And I think he may be making an announcement if he is able to finish this championship. Tonight, he continues on the route that he is in, he will clinch the championship. There's no way that anybody will catch him at this point. Off the track. One truck lap down. Mr. Gary made the first truck a lap down. And then Miss Rachel Hunt 7 laps down. So looking at that, maybe possibly she was involved in the last call. That's going to put Gary May 2 laps down. Coming back to the line, it's going to be 10 to go. Mr. Hunter Kent out front with about a 3.5 second lead over Mr. Brian Bernard Persons. Third place, Dean Doucette. And fourth place, Mr. Brian Helm. Fifth place, Mr. Ryan Lang. Now, meanwhile, it looks like Jason Holsworth was able to get around Stephen Massey to move up into that A spot. And it looks like Doc's coming for a nice spot from Stephen Massey. Great run for Doc tonight. Out front, Mr. Hunter Kent doing what he does best. Second spot, Mr. Bernard Persons. A great run tonight. Had an amazing first half of the race. Third spot, Mr. Doucette. Fourth spot, Mr. Brian Helm. Another great run for Brian. Ryan Lane right behind him in fifth. Mr. Joe Zader in sixth. Aaron Bruce in seventh. Mr. Jason Holsworth in eighth. Stephen Massey in ninth. And Mr. Doc Stout in 10th. 5 to go. Once again, everybody's pretty much spread out a little bit. Versus races with 5th, 6th, and 7th here. Ryan Lang, Joe Zader, and Aaron Bruce. Ryan's trying to hang on to that 5th spot there, but Joe Zader's definitely putting pressure on him. 2 to go. Hunter Kent wanting to get around this last corner here and get across that line to get the 1 to go, knowing that this is going to clinch the championship for him. And there we have it. The white flag is out for Mr. Hunter Kent with a commanding almost 6-second lead over second place Bernard Person. Making that final corner, and once again it's Mr. Hunter Kent with the win at Iowa, which will also clinch him the championship for this season of the VSpeed Contender Series. What an amazing run by this young man. He set out to do a job this season, and he definitely made it happen. All right, let's get everybody up here in the waiting booth. Get their take on tonight's race. All right. Well, let's get Mr. Dean Doucette in here first. Mr. Dean Doucette, we once again get to talk, buddy.
Yes, sir. How we doing up there?
Man, you guys brought some speed tonight.
Yeah. We always try and bring our best to the show out here. So good night for us.
Yeah, Bernard had some amazing speed at the beginning there. Whatever. I really think you guys need to protest that 52 truck, man, because that I don't know what he's got going on under the hood of that thing, but I think he got a little nitrous or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe we got to get out the old templates or something, some
Right?
measuring tapes. What's going on?
Maybe he's got one of those cheater spoilers that lay down on the straightaway.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna inject him with some aging device. I'm gonna make him the same age as me.
Right? Those darn youngins, man, I tell you, they get those old guys every time, right?
He's a great driver, and he deserves it. But happy to see the team was doing well tonight.
Oh yeah, you guys have had some ups and downs this season, that's for sure. But man, you guys have definitely made an impact on the series this season, and it's great to see you guys come in. And I hope you guys will be back next season.
Yeah, man. Hopefully it all works out. We'll see what's going on next year. Still got to finish this one, and the one thing we got our eyes on, the team championship. We got that covered right now, at least.
Yep. So that's definitely a great thing. First time in the series there. So that's awesome to see. So you think you're gonna have anything for Phoenix?
Oh, I love Phoenix. Yeah, I'm sure we'll have something for him out there. No doubt about it.
All right, good deal. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Oh, man, just all my teammates, Screaming Eagles 2. We got another team out there, too. Stingray, good old Stingray as well. So, yeah, all the guys and gals, it's great to have them. They help out the setup. So, shout-outs to all the team members. Of course, you guys, Jim, and the league and all that. I forget that stuff.
It's all good, buddy. We know. All right, buddy. Well, I guess we shall see you at the last race in Phoenix next week.
All right, Jim. Can't wait. We'll see you, buddy.
Have a great day.
You too.
Mr. Bernard Persons. Man, get to talk to you again up in the booth. Great run tonight, man.
Thank you, sir.
I thought you might have had something for that 52 truck there for a moment.
Yeah, it was, I made some adjustments in pit road and I went the wrong way. And that last pit stop that we did, I was like, let me see if I put everything back. But I forgot to fill the truck up.
Yeah, tighten it right up, didn't it? All right, well, think you're going to have anything for Phoenix? You guys ran pretty good here. Not a whole lot of difference.
No. We're going to, do the best we can, make a setup up and see what the outcome becomes,
Good deal.
There's a lot of good drivers here.
Well, right now you guys got a pretty good handle on that team championship, so that's definitely great to see for first time with the team in the series. I know this is not the first time for you, but the team that you're running with, definitely good to see those guys come over here and make a big impact and run up front every week.
Yeah, we all work good together. We all chip in on setups, and we like to talk about our setups and make different adjustments to it that, fits our driving style from each and every one of us.
Right.
But yeah, we're looking forward to next season.
All right, good deal. Yeah, it'll definitely be great to see you guys come back. Any shout-outs you want to give?
Just to the league and for, congratulations to Ken and all my teammates, Screaming Eagles, man. Let's go.
Good deal. All right. We shall see you next week in Phoenix. Have a good one, man.
You too.
Mr. Hunter Kent.
What's up, Jim?
Man, I tell you what, I don't know what the hell you got in that truck, buddy, but wow. That thing just came to life after that first pit stop, man.
Yeah, man, we were super tight entry, and I was like, if I have any shot in the world of beating him, I've got to do something to loosen this thing up, entry to center, and we made the right adjustments, and I hardly touched the truck after that, and after that, she was a rocket ship, and I was a little worried when Ron got in the wall. Ryan's going to love this, but I got a 4X, so that's going to put me and him tied in the Safe Driver Award now. When Ron got in the wall, I got in the back of him, and I was like, my truck started driving completely different. I was like, I was even tighter than I was when I didn't have damage, and I don't know what the front of my truck looks like, but I know that the pit stop adjustments that we made worked, and we were able to run away with that one.
Well, it also locked up your championship too, man, so you're going to be able to get crowned as the champion next weekend.
Dave, that is after the 2 seasons I've had here of not knowing if I was going to win a race or not, to lock up the championship with 1 race to go, headed into Phoenix, which these 2 tracks are statistically in iRacing like 2 of my best tracks. I don't know, I just love them, Iowa and Phoenix. But man, it's that's awesome to go ahead and wrap up the championship. So I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, that's great. Well, I mean, you earned it this season. I mean, you came ready to play, and you put in the work and did what you needed to do to make sure that you were in the right position to win every race. So I can say I'm very proud of you because I knew you back when.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. And I really get to really enjoy coming here and getting to talk to you. And for old time's sakes, we might. I ran the pulled noodle truck again last night in our other league, so I might bring back the pulled noodle truck with the BR for Phoenix. But yeah, it's so cool to come in here and talk to you after all the history that me and you have been racing for you for however many years, and to see it all come together and, like you said, put in the work. And this track wasn't on the iRacing schedule for this week, so I had to go based off of a setup from last season. And to be honest with you, I ran probably 100 laps last night, just tweaking and tuning it to the way I liked it. And I was like, well, if we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. So I guess it all paid off. And I told you last week I had to match Steven's 6 wins, so now we're both tied headed into Phoenix.
Right. So we'll see who gets that one up at the end there.
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
All right, good deal. Any shout outs?
Yeah, just like I said earlier, first and foremost, you Jim, coming in here each and every week and broadcasting these races. You go out of your way to do that, and I think it's awesome. I enjoy, when you got people up here in the booth, or even when you're by yourself, you do the best you can, and I always enjoy your perspective of the race, and I always know it's going to be a fair perspective. So just a big shout out to Doc, Zader, everybody that puts on this league, Andre, right? Andre's a big sponsor in this. So just a big shout out to those 3 guys, man, because without those 3 guys, this league doesn't exist. So just big round of applause to them. Big shout out to Team Conti. They go, and I just drive the race car. Like I said, this week this track wasn't on the iRacing schedule, so I had to go back based off a setup from last season, and the setups were still amazing. So big shout out to them. And then Southern Roots Productions, we've got them on the truck every week. That's my YouTube channel. If you guys like anything in the hunting world, hunting industry, I love bringing hunting content to you guys. So go check us out on YouTube, Southern Roots Productions, and we're champion, baby. We are the champion. So they can't take that away from us. We're gonna head into Phoenix, and I'm gonna try and win one more.
There you go. Well, there you have it. Tonight's winner, Mr. Hunter Kent at Iowa Speedway. and the current champion for the VSpeed Contender Series. We shall see you guys next week in the final race at Phoenix, and we'll see if Hunter can end it with 7 wins on the season. Everybody have a good night. Live from Bird Rubber Media. See you next week.